behind you, and there are several. There are several. The sounds of several alarms going off. You also notice that there are laser sights incoming. So, what do you do?
I'm so glad I picked Fortitude.
What's that noise?
Imagine Chad is in a car again.
You're right.
That explains it. Sorry, it's like I barely heard it and got kind of like annoyed for a second. I didn't know what it was.
Okay. All right. So, there you are. There's the situation. What do you do? I'm going to start with Christoph.
Oh, geez. I do know that Zach was the one that got shot at specifically at one point.
Yes.
So, of course, Kristoff is gonna run back to him since he was the second one out. No. And try to... He's not sure, really. Grab him and throw him into an alley or something.
Okay.
The funny thing that I was thinking, run into an alley.
All right. So, we've got Creed running into an alley. We have Christoph grabbing Zach. Zach, you've just ducked under a bullet and something has grabbed hold of you. What do you do?
Where has this thing been to me?
Generally it's this sort of Christoph-shaped blur, you think, jamming into you and dragging you somewhere.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, Josh, you broke up bad.
I said I'll go with it. I'll go with it.
Actually, I can't hear anything because of Chad's feedback.
I think actually the feedback is affecting, the speech because it does like try to bounce things out. And
Okay.
so maybe that's going on.
That could be.
Okay.
Okay. I just get dragged.
Okay, so you are being dragged by Christoph. All right. Okay. And Carolyn, what are you doing?
How far am I from my car?
Your car is across the street by a parking meter. You could possibly make it across, but you're going to have to roll to do so.
Okay, so that's like my car is parked towards the gunfire.
Yes.
And like, are we under any kind of cover right now?
You are not.
Oh, well, I'm going to find cover.
Okay, so are you headed to the aforementioned alleyway?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so you all make it to the alleyway. More shots are fired, and you hear some people yelling in a foreign language. And then you hear answers. Especially anybody who has Auspex, you hear English people focus.
Do I have a...
Yeah, Kristoff could definitely hear that.
Yeah. So anyway, they are. This is a concerted team of people connected with with one another using some kind of radio tech. So
sprinting is what Kristoff is doing right now.
I'm probably going faster than sprint.
Okay.
What type of word is faster than sprint?
Literally just like dogging it, running as fast as you fucking can.
All right, Creed is running as fast as he fucking can.
Which is pretty fast, by the way, because black guys run pretty fast from cops and guns. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Only one of Kristoff's arms is waving because his other hand is in Zach's.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Zach, you're
He's
being
being
dragged
nice.
along.
I am being hastily dragged. Hastily dragged.
Carolyn, you're bringing up the rear. You're running behind him. You're like booking it.
I mean, she's booking it as much as she can in some high heels.
Yeah.
so basically, Creed is way far ahead of everyone. That's basically what's happening here.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah, I'd imagine.
Creed, I need you to roll dexterity plus athletics.
Sorry there. Difficulty?
Difficulty will be 7 because you are running really fast.
Okay. 1 success.
Yay.
You barely dodge out of the way as a wooden crossbow bolt whizzes by you.
That sounds accurate. You barely get anything done.
All right. You hear from the other end of this alley, we got him in here, light him up. And next thing you hear is a sort of hiss, and then this whoosh as you see a small blue flame being lit.
Kristoff leaps on top of Zach.
All right, Zach, at first you were running, now Kristoff has like dogpiled on top of you in a strange, almost, in a most puzzling way. His face is inches from you, and you don't know quite what to make of this situation.
Creed would be like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Well, Creed, I need you to, there's a dumpster here. Do you jump behind it?
Yes.
All right, Creed jumps behind the dumpster. Carolyn, what refuge do you take?
Okay, that's what I was about to, because like I would imagine I'm a little bit a ways away from them, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do I see a blue flame, or am I like?
You see what looks like maybe an intense cigarette lighter at the end of the alley.
And what is around me?
There's a door. There are 2 doorways, one right, one left. You could try them. You could duck into the doorways themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna try the doorway to the left.
Okay, you bust through the doorway to the left. And you bust into a room, and there's a guy who kind of looks at you and goes, "Hey, baby." Behind you, for those of you still in the alleyway, behind you there is a gout of flame that flies out over Kristoff and Zach.
Kristoff is on top of Zach, like in the position of you're supposed to take when there's an earthquake.
Okay, that's a thing. You can't do that.
How close are Kristoff and Zach to the door?
Oh, I would say about 5-10 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna like get real low to the ground and poke my head out the door and whistle and tell them, you know what I mean, like this way.
I would think whatever's coming at us would happen a bit too fast to start running over there.
You can crawl.
I mean, you're not that far away. You have celerity.
Can you do that roll thing again?
He could do the roll thing.
Oh, say again, Josh?
Are there any fire escapes around us? Fire
No,
escapes.
actually, the state of Georgia does not require fire escapes.
Fair enough.
You're in the South, boy. Remember that. We don't care about human life.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue flame from the front, blue flame from the back. The whistling coming from the door. I think Zach is just going to carry Christoph over his shoulder to the door.
All right, Zach, you're doing that. I need you to roll Dex plus Athletics. The difficulty's going to be 8 because you are carrying a Christoph.
Kristoff is intentionally trying to cover as much of Zach as possible. He's trying to carry.
Okay, yeah, the difficulty's definitely 8 because Christoph is trying to cling to you like a suit. It's a very strange situation for you.
I just want to get out away from the boiling blue flames.
There is a method to his madness. Nobody's gonna know that for a bit, though.
Right, what is it? Sorry, dexterity.
Dexterity plus Athletics.
Okay. Difficulty.
Difficulty is 8. Because of, once again, the aforementioned flailing Christoph. Okay, that's a botch.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
Now wait. You managed to get through the door. The problem is, you and Christoph land on the gentleman who looked at Carolyn saying, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" Smashing him to the ground.
Now, he deserves that.
Sending like what appear to be small baggies of white powder flying.
Oh.
Oh god.
And there's a whole lot of money that just fluttering. Just picture it all fluttering down like someone in a strip club made it rain. It's all coming down because he crashed into this.
How
All
far
right.
is Creed from this?
How far is Creed from this? Well, that's
Can he see this? Is what I'm saying.
You cannot see it, but what you can see, Creed, is you see a woman, a fairly well-built, strong woman, maybe 5'9", 5'10", moving down the alley. She has night vision goggles on at this point, and she's got a flamethrower.
Okay.
Okay, that's what created the flames. The nice thing, though, Creed, is she doesn't see you.
Okay.
I was
Now, how
kind of
badly is
expecting
Creed
like
gonna-
a bomb or something, honestly.
Now, I hate to admit this, but I think Creed's gonna fuck this up bad. Like, I know better for this character. He's gonna fuck this up. Somehow, somebody, he's gonna figure out a way to fuck this up. Now, I just gotta figure out how he's gonna do it.
All right, well, you have the drop on her. You could attack her and have a reasonable... you'd have to use your hands, probably, but you'd have a reasonable rate of success to actually subdue her.
That's actually good, because I have Brawl.
Do
Pretty
you have
high
a
Brawl.
flashlight?
What?
You have a flashlight?
No. Well, I'm thinking, like, am I able to, like, reach her?
You're able, in fact, to come up behind her and just punch her in the back of the head.
No, because I was thinking I stay down the floor still, and
Yeah.
Creed basically just, like, grabs her by the leg and pulls.
You know what? Let's give it a try. Roll strength plus brawl, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Plus, where's Brawl? Brawl. Difficulty?
Difficulty is only 6 for this.
Cool.
I mean, this is standard.
2 successes.
Boom! She falls down, hits the ground. Okay. She's hit the ground, and you smell something. You smell something that smells like sulfur, rotten eggs, and the fuel canister on her flamethrower has been ruptured. Now, this is going to take some pretty good timing to escape the explosion that's about to occur.
See? That's the perfect way for him to fuck up. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for making him fuck up horribly.
Well, I mean, you did something that wasn't like the typical way to respond to it, so I'm having an atypical reaction to the attack.
Perfect.
It does take care of the person attacking, though.
Exactly. Like, he fucked up, but he didn't fuck up that terribly bad. He might get hurt in the process, but he's good.
Okay. Now, what I need Creed to do is roll dexterity plus athletics to get anywhere away from the fire.
Difficulty.
Difficulty will be 6.
Okay. 3 successes.
Not only 3 successes, but a critical success.
Ooh.
So, okay. All right. So,
What about those things you can do?
Creed does this. Anybody who could see this, sadly, everybody's in there dealing with the guy they've just upset his apple cart. Creed does this amazing parkour thing. He runs up the wall. Oh, jumps onto another dumpster and then does this sort of somersault into the door where everyone else is.
Oh my god.
Gunfire ensues in the alley. The guy who greeted Carolyn, which I haven't forgotten, he is screaming at this point, 5-0's here! 5-0's here! Gunfire's happening outside. A couple of burly guys with 9mm come busting through another door into this outer room. So, Creed, why is it you always create like the strangest fucking bloodbath? I'm sorry.
No, since he's stupid, this
It's
is
just
gonna happen.
amazing. I mean, it's like the most amazing thing to narrate. I actually love it. Oh. So anyway, this John Woo movie thing is happening. Carolyn, what do you do at this stage?
Okay. There, I don't know. Like, are there more of those guys in the room that we're in right now?
There are two big Hispanic dudes that have come in the room, and they're leveling 9mm at you.
I'm gonna look at one of them, and I'm gonna try to dominate him.
Alrighty. Let's see. Since you're not on a Roll20, I'm gonna say for this dominate roll, what are you trying to dominate him to do?
I want him to shoot his friend in the head.
Okay, that would be manipulation plus intimidation. All right.
Okay. Can you roll me 6 dice?
I can do so. Manipulation. Intimidation. Submit. All right, let's see how you did. Okay, well, that's a botch.
Oh no.
-1 successes.
You look at him, you're like, shoot him in the head. And what happens next is I am now going to roll to soak damage for you.
Okay.
Because he plugs you in the chest, just as sure as God made little green apples. All right, so that'd be stamina. Stamina plus fortitude. Excellent.
Yep.
And you can't botch soak rolls.
There you go.
Okay. Yes. Okay. You've taken it right in the chest. No blood comes out. You aren't even bruised because it's just bashing damage. However, everyone in the room has a problem. These guys have just witnessed a walking masquerade. These guys have become walking masquerade breaches.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I had this plan.
Okay. I love these.
Okay, so Creed, I'm gonna make it where Creed seems like he knows one of these guys. Like he really knows one of these guys. Like he's gonna fake until he fucking makes it. So the guy who didn't shoot, basically, he's gonna go to the guy and be like, "Hey, do I know you?" And just like try to like sound very convincing that he knows the guy.
All right, Creed, to bullshit someone with this. Okay, yeah. I mean, you're a manipulative sumbitch. Okay,
Exactly.
I can see
Wait,
that.
I have don't Bruja have presence?
Yes, he does, but he can awe them. He can't affect them too much yet.
Oh.
But Creed, if you can do this without supernatural stuff, I say more power to you.
He definitely can. He can at least try.
All right, so it will be manipulation plus streetwise.
Streetwise, got it. Wait, how high is the streetwise? I just want to check before I roll.
It's 3.
Okay, it's pretty good. Difficulty?
Difficulty is gonna be 7.
7.
Considering you don't actually know this guy.
Yeah. 4 successes! Yeah.
You son of a... Oh, it's another critical success.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah!
Oh, jeez. Okay. Actually, it's 6 because 10s count as 2.
Okay, then I have 6 successes.
All right. Well, fantabulous. All right. So, Creed, you walk up to this guy, and you're just like, "Hey, buddy, what the hell's going on? Why's your friend shooting my client? Good thing she had that bulletproof vest on."
Oh, that's good.
And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did Antonio send you? I didn't know. Oh shit." All right, so
Kristoff kind of stands up, and there's white stuff all over his glasses, so he can't really see. And he's just kind of feeling around, going, "Did we land in the kitchen? I think there's flour."
Look, you guys come into the room, the back room here. I'll call Antonio. We'll get this sorted out. I am so sorry, Mr. Kadim. I had no idea it was you.
Man, Creed's so good at this shit. That's exactly what I would have imagined to happen. So.
All right, so you all are taken in. Carolyn, you are profusely apologized to, and all right, so here's what's happening now. You all have about 5 minutes before thug number 2 gets on the phone and calls whoever Antonio is and finds out they don't know who the hell Creed is.
Wait, can Creed be like, wait, no, don't call Antonio. Don't worry about it. Because we just need to like we weren't supposed to fully be here. They kind of just like I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what he would say, like something to like get him from not calling, so he can just go.
Gosh, manipulation plus subterfuge difficulty is
You're so
8. It's
okay.
gonna be hard. It's not an easy
Okay.
thing.
Oh wait, what?
While he's doing that, what is that?
There we go.
What Zach do?
8.
1 second. All right, Zach, what are you doing? I will narrate what you do in a moment, Creed.
Yep.
So Zach is just a little perplexed about what's going on.
All right. So Zach is perplexed. Christoph is hopefully cleaning his glasses by now.
Yeah, he's over there with a handkerchief.
Carolyn, you've been given one of these guys motorcycle jacket cuts. It marks him as being a booze fighter. And you're given that to wear because they ruined your shirt.
Yeah, they're a bunch of assholes.
Well, they gave you a shirt. That was nice.
Like, at least they did that.
Well, because they're afraid of Antonio. Anyway, though,
That's true.
Creed manages to, in a level of fuckery I can barely. You got 6 successes. They're like, look, Mr. Kadim, we won't call him. We understand that things went sideways here. So here you go. They hand you a suitcase full of drug money.
Jeez, this is the second time he got a bunch of money that
I
day.
don't know why. Because he probably got like 300 bucks, I think.
Please, just put in a good word with Antonio for us, and don't tell him about the snafu here.
Yo, don't worry. Nothing will be said.
You're taken out the front of the building. They give you a car.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, you actually scored like 2, 4, 6 successes.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like a legendary success rate. So, all right, you have Sacco drug money. And yeah, so you guys are in the car. You driving? Creed, you driving? Who's driving?
I guess Creed, since he is the one who got the car, and they expect him to just hand Creed.
Yeah, they hand you the keys, and
I was about to say, is Creed capable of driving?
He's capable of driving, and he's a risky but also cautious driver.
Ah, okay.
So it's like everybody be scared of this, but everybody be safe.
all right. So you all, Creed, where are you driving to?
Ooh, I guess I should ask everybody, where should we be driving to?
Away from the flame.
We need to go to.
With the flame. What?
We need to go to Elysium.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we do.
All right, you guys make your way down to Peachtree Center, and you enter the parking garage. Tired old security guards like, oh, how can I help you boys tonight?
We need to go and visit, buddy.
You got to visit somebody here?
Yep.
You got an appointment?
Yes.
Yeah. We have an appointment.
The creature sounds very confused. Very like, yes.
Kristoff is still handkerchiefing the rest of his body, and he kind of sees some on Zach's cheek, and he starts trying to handkerchief his cheek.
All right, Zach and Kristoff are covered in quite a bit of cocaine hydrochloride at this point. All right, so okay, who's going to try to talk their way past the security guard?
It should be me, because apparently I'm really good.
You can give it a shot.
Alright,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm going to say, are you going to try to be friendly? You're going to try to intimidate him? You're
I'm
going to
being
try...
very friendly about this, because he seems cool.
Okay, all right. So, Creed, you can roll, golly, charisma
Charisma.
plus streetwise.
Streetwise. Difficulty?
Difficulty is 6. This old guy, he's not.
5 successes.
Jeez, you're on a roll.
I'm rolling everything that's good on my favor here. I know I know what's good for Creed.
All right, so the old fella's like, well, oh gosh, Sonny, I'll let you in. I know you know him, so you have a good night.
Oh, this is perfect.
All right, so cool. You guys are into Elysium. You go park in one of the parking spaces and make your way into the building. And as you enter, a couple of rather beefy-looking guys, look like they might have played football in school, greet you. They've got little earpieces in their ears. They're like, "Oh, good evening, sirs. How may we help you?"
Kristoff is waving at them enthusiastically. He has absolutely no idea why we're here.
Creed just looks back and she's questioning everything.
I mean, he didn't see what happened upstairs with the Sabbat. He didn't see whoever was attacking them with a flamethrower. He has absolutely no idea why they're there.
No, that's very true.
What is Elysium for? What's the building? What's the business?
The business in basically Peachtree Center is home to like 20 or 30 businesses. Where you all are headed is a place called Lanham Shipping.
Okay. Right. Well, I think Zach's going to take this and he's going to go up to security guard and says, I am here on business from the European Parliament's directive to ensure shipping and trading with the United Kingdom during the Brexit negotiations from the European Union, and I need to talk to management as soon as possible.
You know what? I'm just gonna. You don't even have to roll for that. That's such a good reason. You're like, absolutely, sir. We'll buzz you in. Lanham Shipping is on floor 15. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You know, with the way he worded that, I expected him not to have to roll.
Yeah, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that. This guy seems to know what he's talking about, and
Creed looks at Sagan just like very impressed. Very, very impressed by those words, and he's like, I can hang with you, dude.
Kristoff is still attempting to wipe all the white stuff off of him. There's a lot of it, and he just hasn't gotten halfway through yet.
Kristoff, at this point, Kristoff, I'm picturing you are pretty much covered in enough cocaine to literally power an entire University of Georgia party.
No one is suspicious that they're covered in this, apparently.
Good time.
Apparently not.
Town.
Well, these guys are ghouls, so they know better than to ask the questions about scary people's secrets. All right, so you all are escorted up, and there are several secretaries on duty, which is unusual for a business this time of night. And basically, one of them gets up, takes one look at you guys, goes back in the back, and a sort of weaselly middle manager guy comes out. Those of you with Auspex can tell he's Kindred.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, what brings you four here?"
A slight complication of matters. May we speak with you in private?
Absolutely. This way to my office.
Who is this guy?
Hang on. Let me rifle through my notes for a moment. His name is Jim Harwood. And he's Ventru.
Okay.
And you probably know him.
Is he close to Barty?
Well, everybody's kind of close to Barty simply because Graves is he's one of the richer people in the undead community. But Harwood is there, and he's like, Ms. Price, correct?
Yes, sir.
An interesting choice in clothing you've got. He points to your booze fighter's cut.
She's gonna smile and be like, "Oh, thing," and like kind of like tug on it and make it more form fitting on her.
Well, so he leans back, puts his feet up on the desk, steeples his fingers, and says, "So what can I do for you, kind gentlemen?"
We were almost assaulted by blue flames. That some kind of special operations unit were targeting us.
Oh. Where might this have been? He leans forward and starts typing on his computer.
Where was it again?
It was outside of some sort of Russian restaurant. Geez, that's a lot of flour.
As always, Creed rolls his eyes.
At this point, Jim stands up, walks over to Kristoff, swipes a finger across Kristoff's chest, and tastes it and is like, "My son, that is not flour."
He kind of looks down and is like, "Oh."
Wait, does Chris
Yeah, Chris knows what's
Kristoff
happening.
actually genuinely think this is flour, first off?
He did for a while until now. He could not see where they were at the time, so when they were brought into the other room, he genuinely thought they were in a kitchen for a minute.
Okay,
So
cool. Just
a
making
couple
sure.
of things strike you about Mr. Harwood's office. One is that this is a man who obviously has quite an obsession for the 1980s.
Nice.
Mm,
In fact, his suit looks like it's something from the 80s. He has a series of cassette tapes and a cassette player.
Is it like posters of bands everywhere?
No posters of bands, but he does listen to a lot of Huey Lewis and the News, apparently.
Oh man, it's hippie square.
That's right. Hey, Paul. No. All right, so and so he's like, so this Russian restaurant you went to, there were special ops people, and then you fell into a pile of cocaine.
Well, I think we should start off from the beginning. I think it's why we went to the Russian restaurant.
Please enlighten me.
Me too, I have no clue.
So
Your friend, the walking party favor here, agrees with me. So enlighten us both.
what was it? Carlos? Was that the guy's name?
Juan Cali.
Juan Carlos, same thing.
Not really. I think his name was Billy Bob. He was a tall, short guy with a shirt and some hair.
I will bring that name up because he's Ventru as well, correct?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
familiar with Juan. He's a respected member of our community, Ms. Price.
How respected would you say?
Well, he definitely has a great deal of influence. Helps out, I believe, with your Sire Bartholomew's ventures quite a bit.
Yeah, that's pretty. That I figured as much. Do you know what he does behind closed doors?
Well, usually the Nosferatu come to me with this information, but please share.
Me and my companion here, we walked in on the Valdery with him and 2 other people.
Jim gets this look on his face like a kid who wants to open the biggest present on Christmas morning. He's just like, did you just tell me that Juan Cali is a mole for the Sabbat?
I mean, sure, you can take it however you want.
Oh my God.
We got extremely lucky to get out of there. And then right as we were walking out of the restaurant, my friend here was shot at with an incendiary bullet.
Almost.
Wow.
Until someone pushed down.
At learning of the information about the Sabbat, Kristoff just kind of has both his hands on either side of his cheeks with his mouth open.
Once again, Creed rolls his eyes. Apparently, he's going to be the massive rolling eyes.
Creed didn't know about the Sabbat thing either. I think he's the only one.
No. I know he didn't know, but
and actually,
the way
let's
that
see.
he reacted.
Well, the only 2 that knew were Zach.
Wait, I thought 3 of you... No, wait, no, it wasn't 3.
No, it was second.
You guys were puking all over everybody, or eating food and then puking.
Yeah,
no, you guys basically like came down like, hurry up and puke.
Yeah. Now that it's time.
Food poisoning ensuing the restaurant. By the blood.
Yeah. So yes, Creed didn't know, but he's rolling his eyes at the reaction.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so Harwood is like, so, Ms. Price, what is it you would like in exchange for this beautiful cherry piece of information?
Creed goes over and whispers in her ear, money.
Also, Creed's the only one who knew about the flamethrower.
That's very true, actually. You're right.
You get a very awkward look from Caroline when you say money. And she looks to Jim and says, well, I feel like a favor for a favor. Kind of seems...
Fair enough. How about... You used to own a company, didn't you, when you were alive?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So, say we can use this to press some advantage on Bart. I could probably ask for a concession of getting that company for you. Would you like that?
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Done and done. I will make certain to take this information.
Creed looks over at Caroline and is like, shrugs because it's like still money.
She just smiles and says, "Honey, money is important, but it's not the most important thing. Favors are more important than money."
But the favor was money.
Information is far more valuable than.
I don't need information if I have money. I could buy the information.
Okay, dearie. When everything works out the way it's supposed to, you'll be put on a payroll and you'll have a flux of money coming to you every day.
Awesome.
I just want a shower.
Why, certainly. Use my private bathroom.
Oh, thank you so much. He runs. Sprints in there.
Jim's sitting there and goes, fucking Toreador. So anyway, lady, you and your friends have just brought me a plum piece of information. I am very pleased with this. So,
Wait, Creed suddenly remembers. Wait a second. I have more information. I have like one other thing that I did destroy, but it's still information.
he looks at you. Yeah?
They had a flamethrower that's like blue flames and stuff like that. I don't know what it was, but I destroyed it on accident.
You know, son, he comes up to you, Creed, and puts a hand on your shoulder. It's probably best if you leave out when you're telling someone about your heroic destruction of the flamethrower-wielding maniac. You leave out the words "by accident" in further retelling of this tale.
Okay, here's the thing. I meant to go like grab the lady who had it and then pull her, but then the thing destroyed, and that's what the accident was. I was just defending myself.
You know what? I have some PR people. We can really spin this in your favor. But I'm going to ask you to do something. What is your name, son? What's your name?
Creed.
Creed, I need you to do something. I need you to not talk to people about this.
Can I have tape, please?
Say again?
Can I have tape, please?
Can you have tape?
Yes, please. I'll show you why.
Okay.
So he grabs the tape that was given to him and puts it over his mouth.
Excellent. It's a little performance art. I think you hang out with a little too many Toreadors.
Yeah.
Clan Bruja's in a lot of flux right now. We could get you a plum position, and hopefully you'll remember your old pal Jim, who helped you get that position.
He just puts his thumbs up, like, and you can like faintly see how happy he is.
Excellent. All right.
Kristoff comes out of the bathroom completely clean, his clothes clean, and he has a wet washcloth, and he just starts wiping Zach down.
He looks back and smiles and like waves.
Creed now has tape over his mouth.
It won't be permanent. It's just until we leave.
He stares at him while still wiping Zach down.
All right, so Jim's like, well, Caroline, if you guys could just lay low the rest of the night, I will be very, very happy to make sure that by tomorrow night, Bart is screaming at his secretary and throwing things around his rooms. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Thumbs up.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And actually, he leans in to use that, and he says, "Mr. Hayden, if you could tell your clanmates that I was immensely cooperative, I would appreciate it."
I certainly will inform them. Thank you for
Thank
all
you.
yours.
All right.
He was
I
very
just didn't
helpful.
mention. I'm just gonna mention when we walked out, he teared the tape off, and then screamed in pain.
Son of a bitch! I just hear.
Fuck! No, so basically what happens is fuck.
Yeah, that's good too. Alright, so
Kristoff takes out a box of band-aids.
I swear to God. No, he just looks over at Kristoff and she's like, I swear to God, if you're gonna do what I think you're doing, don't.
Alright, so
Slowly puts it back.
Creed, when you get back to the car, you do notice that there is a big, like, picture one of those little suitcases. It's kind of purple and white. So one of those suitcases on wheels. You pull up the handle on and pull.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you wanna open and see what they gave you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Because Creed doesn't think, he's just like, ooh, I think I can open.
All right, you open it. There's a lot of stacks of money looking at you.
Is it Indian rupees?
No, it's U.S. dollars.
And he's just like, he's extremely happy. He's like, I can buy a place with this now.
That's just
That's
what I
what
was
he's
thinking.
No, he's just like, I can get a place now. Fuck yeah. You know, he could have
Carolyn?
said, you know, he could have said that when he got the drug money, but
Carolyn, I need you to roll intelligence plus finance before something terrifying happens.
Okay.
Kristoff is kind of leaping into the air in celebration.
You said intelligence and finance?
Yes, yes, indeed.
You can have your own house, yay!
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6. You know this. You know your stuff.
Ooh.
4.
Okay. Carolyn, you hate to rain on Creed's parade, but he can't spend any of this money. Not until it's been properly laundered.
Okay.
And Creed's going to have a business and an infrastructure for that. Because by your estimation, there's probably $6, maybe $7 million in a big case.
Oh God.
I'm going to walk over to Creed and I'm going to shut the briefcase. And I'm going to say, you can't spend this money right now.
Can I spend my drug money then?
Well, I mean, what kind of, was it just like street money?
Yes.
Yeah, spend that, but you can't.
I can still get my own place. I'm okay.
No,
Like, do you need a place?
Hey, Kristoff, do I need a place?
But as far as I'm aware, you live with me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
have-
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, because his place is weird and it has like those cameras and stuff. So we do need a place.
He was like waving, like saying, as if saying, "Don't tell him about that."
There are cameras.
Creed just like flips him off while he's continuing to talk about this.
He actually face palms.
What cameras?
It
Were they
was a
mini cameras, Kristoff?
microphone.
What? What?
What? What
He's-
about cameras?
I said the wrong thing basically, and that was purpose. That was on purpose.
Okay.
So basically, like, Creed said cameras when it was really a microphone. I totally forgot. Like, he basically totally forgot and just mixed it up.
Okay, microphone. Okay, so we'll just pretend it's microphone. What microphones?
Kristoff says, I only found one.
What do you?
Your
What?
place.
Wait. What? You found?
Is your place? bugged.
That would be the definition of it, yes.
Okay, you cannot go back there either.
What if it's for safety reasons?
Creed just face palms is just like, I told you before, it's not.
Well, how do you know?
I think at that
Why
time,
did they take a picture of you sleeping?
To tell us
What?
how safely we were sleeping? I don't know.
Ugh.
hold on.
Okay.
A picture of you sleeping with what?
Give me your phone, Christoph.
No.
Give me
Wait,
your phone.
No, he was backing up quickly.
Give me your phone.
What do you mean your phone? You got a new phone already?
No, it was repaired
What do you mean it was repaired?
by the person who came into the house and took a picture of him sleeping with his phone.
He is very many meters away now. He was backing up extremely fast.
Is your phone bugged?
Caroline looks at Kristoff and says, "Give me your phone right now."
No! He said from way over there.
Chris, I'm
Can I
asking very nicely. Please give me your phone.
You're a phone smasher.
I will buy you a new phone. Give her the phone.
But
I've
I like
already
my phone.
Bought you a new phone
I'll
because
buy
I
you the same phone.
old phone.
Christoph, hand me the phone. I'm going to give it a once over and see if there's anything in the phone that might be the link to anyone who might be trying to bloody kill us.
Okay, that's good reasoning. He walked over to Zach and gave him a phone.
Creed sized very annoyingly.
He's the only one who gave him a reason.
Oh my god, Creed gave. Oh my
So-
god.
Zach is going to go through the phone and see if there's anything in it that might seem as if, or see if there's something odd or suspicious about it.
All right. I need you to roll intelligence plus computers.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
He's so happy to get to roll.
I know, huh?
It's compute. I haven't done computing yet.
I'm sorry, the way you just said that, Josh, made me think it's this god-awful, wonderful cartoon called Salad Fingers.
I like Rusty Spoon.
That's
But
right.
before anything, I'm going to caress this rusty cat.
What
Oh.
difficulty, by the way, for him?
The difficulty is 7. This is actually not an easy thing to get.
Sorry.
Kristoff is still standing there. Oh, would it help if I mentioned that that all of my shampoos and whatnot was turned around?
3 successes.
Okay. All right. How does everybody react to Kristoff's "my shampoos and things were turned around"?
Creed already knew this, so he has no response.
Right.
Caroline looks at him and she says, "Are you fucking with me right now?"
He said, well, no, they were indeed turned around. And I only mention it because there may be a specific creature that does that. That I would not know about.
Yes. Yes, the bathroom gremlin comes out at night and turns shampoo bottles around Christoph. Have you heard of this bathroom gremlin?
He looked at him and said, is that true?
No,
Creed sighs.
it's not.
Creed sighs so hard on this.
Oh, well, good, because that would be a terrible job.
Did you say that there's a creature that does this?
Oh, I'm asking if there is one. Something that can't stand shampoo labels.
I mean, usually smelly people, but I mean,
I hope that's not the case here.
Well, I didn't smell anything particular when we woke up.
Anyway, right.
All right. So as you look at this and you start thumbing through this phone, there's something very peculiar about this phone. It doesn't have an operating system that you've ever seen before. The operating system is neither Android nor Apple, not even a Windows phone. It's something else.
Where did you get this from, Christoph?
He said originally or when I found it?
When you found it.
Just in my apartment.
Where did you get it originally?
Just a regular phone store.
Did you pick up the broken pieces and bring them home?
No. I kind of had to leave them there when we were running out of the gun shooting ring.
Is there, sorry, out of character question, is there any, I mean, it's a different operation, but is there anything else on the phone?
There are some apps that are very, very, very strange to you. There's one app that looks kind of like a GPS thing that says, "Where am I?"
Christoph probably fiddled with those apps while they were in the car at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. That was probably really bad.
Yeah, there's "Where am I?" There's another one called "Lose Me."
So Zach is going to press on the "Where am I?"
All right. When you do this, when you press on the "Where am I?" app, suddenly you can see through Christoph's eyes.
Ooh.
Christoph, you're totally unaware of it.
So what's on the screen is Christoph staring
No,
at
what's
Zach.
in your eyeball?
Oh.
You
So
are
this-
looking out of Christoph's eye.
He can see
Yeah,
the
so
glasses
I'm-
around him, and he can see everybody else standing there, and himself.
Yes.
Christoph, turn to the left.
Oh, okay. He does so.
And now turn to the right.
Ready?
Why are you? What I mean, and then Christoph, no, Zach shows Caroline the phone.
Okay, Caroline, you see this phone is weird.
Do I get to look up now?
Yes, you can look.
It does.
Well, I mean,
When he passes you the phone, Zach, you no longer see out of Christoph's eyes. But when you're holding the phone now, Caroline, you can see out of Christoph's eyes.
If Christoph did that, would it be like an Inception thing where he just kind of sees over and over and over?
It had no effect when you did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have literally no effect because it would be seen through your own eyes.
Do you still have your glasses, Christoph?
Yes, he said still looking up.
Can you take your glasses off for me, please?
Oh, okay. He does.
He doesn't even question this.
No.
Does
The world turns blurry.
Actually, he can see perfectly fine. Those are just for,
Oh, okay.
those are just for a look.
Okay, he takes them off. You can still see through his eyes.
Okay, so it's not the glasses. Then. What have you been into?
What do you mean? He then looks at her, and she could probably see herself.
Yeah, that's probably pretty creepy, actually. Before we all met, what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Like, do you mean like while he was alive?
alive, freshly embraced. I mean,
Well,
what did you do before we all met each other?
I mainly traveled, looking at art museums and anywhere there was a structure that I found appealing. I moved throughout the U.S. and a couple of other countries, and when I came here, that's when my sire found me. And I continue doing that, except for without the traveling.
Why then are we seeing through your eyes on this Warhammer app?
I'm sorry, what now?
Wait, no, Creed said he goes over, she's like, let me see the phone, let me see the phone. He wants to know how it's like being Kristoff.
Much taller.
It was like, let me see the phone. I want to know how it's like to be tall.
Kristoff is about like 6'1".
Do you let him take the phone?
Yeah.
Creed, there's one thing you learn from this experience. You are a very handsome man.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's what happens. It's like, oh.
Do you just like start posing?
No, he just continues to like stare at how it's like being tall and looking down at a handsome man.
Kristoff does start looking in other directions because he doesn't know he's supposed to be looking directly at Creed the whole time.
Right.
He still likes feeling tall, so.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Zach
so-
phone back, and he's going to look at the other app.
Say that again. You turned robotic for a moment.
Sorry. Zach takes the phone off. Creed looks at the other app.
He wants to look at the other app.
Oh, you look at the other
okay.
app.
Wait a sec, Creed rubs his eyes and is all sad because he doesn't feel tall anymore.
All right, cool. Okay, so you're touching the other app. When you do so, you basically, upon touching the Lose Me app, basically what you notice is there is a soft popping noise as all of the security cameras in the parking garage short out.
Huh.
That was.
And that's what happened when you press the lose me?
Yes.
Kristoff is just like, his head is just darting from one camera to the other.
Creed feels free. He feels free to do whatever the fuck he wants because there's no cameras on.
I am starting to feel like it really is for safety reasons.
I might just take this phone to a laboratory. Look a bit further.
You
I'm
won't
sorry.
crush it, right?
Did you say you're gonna go have you're gonna have somebody look at the phone, or you're gonna do it?
I'm going to do it.
Okay. I'd be interested to find out what you see, or what you find out. I've never seen it like this.
So, guys, should I buy Kristoff a new phone then?
I've already got him a new.
Perfect.
Just now? That was fast.
I mean, I already had it from, you know what I mean? Like, before we met up, I went and got you a phone because I felt guilty smashing your phone.
Oh.
But now I don't feel fucking guilty because it's some weird ass, like, ghost phone that comes back to life.
He said, you know, what I feel about this is that it's actually someone who is attempting to help us.
Who would that be, though?
I don't know. But whoever they are, they're most likely not a vampire because they were in my house during the day.
That's very true.
Well, I mean, they could have just had in your house during the day.
It's possible. He said,
So Creed
though-
finally.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Although that one app that destroys cameras, that doesn't seem like something that would harm us.
Zach, as you are messing about with the phone, you notice something. The apps are activating and deactivating themselves remotely.
All of them, or just those two?
Any app.
Oh. So I guess like random music playing.
No, it's not random music. It's very subtle. You wouldn't notice it, but the camera is actually taking pictures and the microphone is recording conversations.
Oh.
Okay, see, this is where I'm like, destroy it now.
Yep, Caroline will snatch the phone.
Well, Zach has a choice. He can do what he wants.
It's true.
Do you know what I do? Yeah, kind of seems like a silly job.
Awkward. Anyway.
Hmm?
Nothing. Just something busted onto my computer for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I was
Apps
like,
are
what?
operating right now. No. They're on to me. No. Anyway. All right. So, Zach, what do you do with this thing? And I guess I'm not hearing Josh.
Josh?
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Lots of
weird
interference there.
Now,
A little better.
Slightly
A little
less
bit.
interference, yeah.
A lot less, yeah, exactly. So it's better.
okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Zach is saying, people are saying, we need to follow the secret because if they've stored the information, we need to.
I didn't get any of that.
Need to what?
Yeah.
Try leaving and coming back.
Yeah, that might be good.
Is that better?
I can barely hear you.
But like I said, try leaving like the whole thing and coming back.
Will do.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Is that
That's some better. I can hear you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, Zach was saying that we need to follow the signals coming. If they have stored everything we've been saying, each journey we've been on, especially if they've been seeing everything through Christoph's eye, even if that would probably give them nightmares. It doesn't matter.
I'm sure you said something funny, but you're cutting out so much I couldn't hear it.
Basically, Zach is saying we need to follow the signal.
Okay.
We need to triangulate it.
Mm-hmm. That is it. We need to triangulate it.
Right when you said that's like, okay, right, in the car now. Let's do this.
All right. So to triangulate the signal, we'll take a wits plus computer roll.
Ooh.
Another computer roll, yay!
Instant roll time, children.
I mean, I can make that roll.
No, it's me.
He wants to do it, it must be him. He is the chosen one.
Whatever, guys. Just make the roll.
How many
What's the
dice?
difficulty for him?
The difficulty will be 8.
Ooh.
That's hard.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not
Great.
for Zach. All right.
Weights and computers are two of my nice things.
All right. So Zach, you do manage to triangulate it. It's really quite difficult, but you find that it's somewhere at the CDC headquarters in Atlanta.
CDC. Oh, that werewolf lady.
No, Center for Disease Control,
Never mind.
where Adriana works.
Interesting.
Oh.
Huh.
I just assume any acronym is the police.
No, not quite.
Or abbreviation. I think they're called abbreviations. I don't know which.
It's abbreviations. Acronyms. There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. Excuse me. Okay. So.
Huh. So the people who Adriana is working with, that's the ones. Did not expect that.
Alright, so, Creed asked, okay, since it's there, do we want to go there? Or would we want to ask Adriana to help us with this?
Might be something you want to ask her to help with.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
What we need to do
He
now is
works there.
Yes, we're going to turn the phone on. I'm not going to touch it until we see a.
What?
I said we are going to turn the phone off, and we are not going to touch it until we see Adriana.
Now
How
I
do
could
we-
hear you. Thank you.
How do we know that's gonna work?
You don't.
That's a good point. Let's try science right now.
Oh, I love science.
How about we turn it off? and
Actually, do you
wrap
want
it up
to
with-
retire to a lab from your chantry?
What?
Do you guys want to move your investigation to a lab at Premier Chantry?
Yes.
That would be a good idea. Actually, yes.
As long as
All right.
Kristoff's not staring at a gargoyle the whole time again.
Yeah, because, so you know, we have been in a parking lot for how long?
It's a parking garage. It's okay.
It's still a parking lot. It's like Creed knows these are places where fights happen. He's like, I'm uncomfortable. Because he doesn't want to get into a fight right now.
Kristoff says, yeah, parking lots are a bit creepy.
See? Kristoff knows what's up.
All right, so you guys make your way back to the Premier Chantry, which is, by any definition, a lot more creepy than a parking garage. But fortunately, Zach, you've gained enough respect in the Chantry. You can let your guests into the lab.
Yay.
Estelle looks at you and goes, "Don't let them anywhere near our projects. Just yours."
Just mine, don't worry, and I will make sure Christoph is on a leash. A tight leash.
Excellent.
He already started wandering while he said that.
I hope!
Like, while he was talking to him, Kristoff already wandered away somewhere.
No, Zach is holding on to Christoph's arm before they even enter the chantry.
Good idea.
All right, so y'all are at the you all are in the lab, and as you're looking at the phone, you're going over stuff. The next thing you know, Violet, who is the premier primogen, comes barging into the room. What the hell is this?
Zach looks up and says, "It's a phone dissector."
Hello.
Kristoff, she gives you a look that makes you feel like she has very little regard for you.
He does continue to smile, but then looks away and looks sad.
We need to get this into a Faraday cage right now.
A what?
A Faraday cage.
And what is that?
A grounded metal screen surrounding a piece of equipment that will exclude electrostatic and electromagnetic frequencies, miss.
Thank you.
Zach takes it to one of the stations.
Where did you pick this up?
This is Christoph's phone.
Hello, it's mine.
Strap him down, get him on a gurney. I need to get an MRI of him. Can you handle that?
Zach has kind of a dark smirk and says, "With pleasure."
Christoph is trying to back away.
Creed is behind
I promise
him,
you, if you
holding by
try to
shoulders.
run, Mr. Evander, my clansmen will hunt you down, and then we'll have to dissect you. Do you want that?
No.
Oh, I would
I
want
suggest
that.
you go with Mr. Hayden.
Damn, I was hoping for a dissection. Never mind, wait, did I say something?
Violet now grins at you. She likes the cut of your jib. All right, Christoph, you are laying on a gurney now.
He looks uncomfortable.
Glasses removed, and you're in a big room. You hear the of the MRI working as your head is fed first into it.
Can we say that Creed has the glasses on because he wanted to look smart?
Sure. It's not like the Tremere have any vested interest in keeping Christoph's clothing or effects safe.
Yeah, don't worry. While Christoph's going, he's like, these will be safe.
I hope so. Thank you. It's like he's
All right,
going
for
into
those of you outside the MRI, you see Christoph's undead brain, and then you detect a small amount of metal attached to each of his optic nerves.
That right there.
His body should be pushing it out when he wakes up each night, but it doesn't. That's curious.
I suspect magic.
Thankfully, we can't hear him. So whatever he's saying, well,
That was just me.
okay. Zach is stroking his chin. Is intriguing. Do we move to removing the cell?
No, I think what we should do is give him his phone back and then leave him walking around, but I want you to be in charge of feeding him the information I give you, Mr. Hayden. Do you understand?
I certainly do.
We don't know who put this in there, but if we interfere with it in any way, they'll know we're onto them. I would much rather feed them false information.
As far as what I could tell, I triangulated the area to the CDC.
The CDC. Interesting. Where's your compatriot? I'll need to speak with her.
I am unsure about it. I believe she had a call.
I thought they just got scattered in the alleyway when running.
To be honest, it was so confusing. Nobody knows what happened.
Makes sense.
All right. Okay, so we're going to leave you all here at the Tremere Chantry this week.
Aw.
Well, I need to eat at some point. I'm sorry. All right, so everybody gets 2 experience points.
Yay.
And thank you for a very entertaining session. That was...
Wait a sec, I do have a question because I did I hate being this person, but I did do a lot of progressing. I think same with Christoph actually because of his phone and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So would we just have 2, or would it be like?
Well, the reason I only hand out 2 per session is if I hand out as much as you all deserve, what happens is next thing you know, everybody has 10 dots and everything. It's
Okay.
kind of one of the weaknesses of the storytelling system. So it is no reflection on your skills and abilities as role players. I'm just really trying to make the game last and make it entertaining for everybody, as opposed to I can spend 500 blood points a turn and I kick Kane in the nuts.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thank you all very, very much. And also, I'm gonna there are other ways I'm going to reward you guys. Creed gets 1 dot, and these are free dots I'm going to give out to you guys. You don't have to pay for them with experience. Creed gets 1 dot in status for his clan.
Okay.
Because of what he did with Jim. Carolyn, as I pull up her sheet. Carolyn, you get another dot in allies because of Jim.
Sweet.
And also, one of the things you're going to be doing in the next few games, Creed, is you will be able to get some dots and resources if you can find someone to launder that money.
Okay.
Oh, and Zach, you got 1 point in status as well with the Tremere. And Christoph.
I don't imagine he'll get anything, to be honest.
Sweet. No, actually, you do.
Oh, wow.
Participation.
No. Actually, probably, yeah, I'll give you 1 dot in allies for background, because Clan Tremere now thinks you're somewhat important.
Yay. Sounds good to me.
Now, you're a resource, you're not actually a person, but, a resource is good, isn't it, Zach? It's like...
Last character sheet. I'm using my phone.
Oh, yeah, okay. So clan status 1. Okay. Well, thank you all for the fantastic game, and like I said, next time, hopefully Texas won't... And, I think that's what happened to Freya, is like a storm knocked out her power. That's at least what she said. Woken up by the bad storm and they lost power.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we live in the middle, close to the middle of the country. So I'm just south of Tornado Alley. I don't know where Freya is, but
I live in Florida, so I know all about it.
Oh yeah. I hope your property is somewhat safe in Florida right now.
Rain all